Yeah. Okay. First off, boy, you look good, boy.
Appreciate it, dog. You know, I had to put a nice little outfit on, man. For me, I gotta go to dinner. Yeah, so
where you going to dinner at, bro?
Little spot called Pasha's, man. You know, my girl know all the spots out here, so we about to see what this tastes like. Hopefully, it's good. Mediterranean spot.
Mediterranean.
I don't know too much about Mediterranean.
Me either. So we usually steakhouse. You feel me? Maybe a little Italian.
That's my vibe.
Yeah,
but we're gonna see how this shit goes.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to get too much into personal before we start. But how's dating treating you, man? How's your girl? You know, I know Naja. That's the homie. You feel me? How's that been for you, man?
You know, it's been great, man. You know, thank you for asking that. You know, it's been great. You know, we're almost a year in soon, so you know, it's been a long goddamn year.
Yeah.
You know, obstacles and things like that with whatever I had going on, but you know, it's been good. It's been good. You know, getting out, traveling. It's probably the most I've traveled with somebody, so I'm enjoying it. You know, it's just a new chapter, and I like it. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, when I started this podcast, everybody was like, "Yo, you got to get Cam," and I knew we was gonna eventually do this.
Yeah.
Niggas be busy, but more importantly, I wanted to wait till I already had some episodes out. I let the clip loose. Niggas know what I can bring to the table, and now I finally got you. So without further ado, man, I do my intros. I like to give my guests their flowers, okay? So joining me today is a YouTube superstar. He single-handedly transitioned AAU basketball forever. One of the most impactful creators on the internet, founder, creator of RWE, a deranged Ravens fan, by the way, a father, a friend, my brother. Cam Wilder's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Cam Wilder's in the building, man.
Yes. Hey, by the way, great intro, Snipe.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That was a great intro.
Yeah, I feel like it depicts you very well.
Yeah, I like that. Except the deranged Ravens part. I don't know. Okay, by the way, we're starting this off on a rough note. Nigga pulled up in a Browns jersey. I'm not liking this already.
You know, like we boys, but we feud often over this shit. You know what I'm saying? I live and die this Brown shit. You live and die that 8-ball shit. Like, we got to go to a game, bro.
Yeah, man, you're going to hear it from me. Last time I went to a game with somebody, it was a Cowboys game, and he heard it from me.
Yeah, we just got the brakes beat off of us in the preseason by the Bears, so things not looking good right now. Yeah. But I'm sure we're going to turn it up, you know, during the season. Anyway, though, man, kind of want to chop it up to you, man. We going to start it off with you just went to Canada, right?
Yeah.
You got Alabama this weekend, so at the time we're recording this, you're heading to Alabama.
Right.
You just got back from New York as well, doing stuff with Nike. You've been busy, bro. You've been very busy in a good way.
Yeah, man. Summers is my worst time, man. It's the worst and the best time. We just been gone. It's every week. If it's not every weekend, it's every other weekend. And when I'm not doing AAU, it's something else. So summer's been super tiring, but it's coming to an end coming up with all the AAU summer stuff. High school. Middle school might be up next. I don't want to say too much yet, but man, we've been busy. You know, you've been at a couple locations. You kind of seen it.
Yeah. I wish I could go to more, but you know, man, other things popping up every now and then.
Busy man.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's been good. Everything's been good. It's been you know, everything went pretty well this summer, and we got some things under motion. So it's gonna be, you know, this upcoming fall winter is gonna be lit. Next summer is gonna be even more turnt. So. Yeah, man. I've
been able to do this with you for like the last 2 years. And I feel like from the time I've been around, each weekend, every year, this shit get bigger and bigger. Yeah. Pause. Is that what it seems like from your perspective as well?
Yeah, when it comes to like crowd-wise and things like that and the interaction in person, it's been bigger every year. I mean, our crowds only get bigger. We just got back from Canada.
I'm so mad I missed that, bro.
Sold an arena out. What the hell? I've never done it in my life. The closest thing I had to that was probably Virginia. That was pretty turned. It was like arena style, but a lot smaller. Like that was 5,000 seats filled. And we watched a playoff game before that, and it was nowhere close. This is a Canadian professional league. Had a game before us. Was not even close to what our shit was. It was crazy. So, yeah, in person wise and, you know, the interaction, that shit's only getting bigger. Which is crazy because we've been doing this for 4 years.
I know, bro. And like I say, every time it just keeps elevating. When I do these podcasts, man, I like to start from the beginning. But more importantly, from your story, I like to tell people how we met. Now, when it was time to tell the story of how we met, and I had to think, I said, okay, I know when my brother was in Arizona, he was at South Mountain.
Yeah.
He used to hoop with you. And he would tell me, yo, there's a dude named Cam Wilder. You should fuck with him. He's really cool.
Yeah.
already knew you from your 1v1 videos. And this was during a time where I was playing basketball a lot more often. I wasn't as hurt as I am now, but I already knew of you. But the fact that my brother was like, yo, he a cool dude. Me and my brother kind of got like similar personalities. Yeah. But however, like I know, in this space, everybody ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So right. I'm very protective over the people I hang around. So, but I always remember when my brother was like, yo, bro, Cam is like hella cool. Fast forward a couple years later, I believe you came to OTE and you had to do some stuff for OTE. I may have met you in passing at a couple events, but I remember when you was at OTE and we had to do games together, I'm like, damn, this nigga is pretty cool. Keep in mind, I believe I have a very strong discernment on people. Yeah. I know right away if I fuck with you or if I don't.
True.
And that don't mean that I'm not going to dap you up and say what's up. That just means that's probably as far as that relationship going to go. No. I'm not going to go out and kick it with you. After being around you for a while, boy, you the same way. Needless to say, I remember we was doing some shit and I kind of threw it out. I was like, hey, bro, if you ever need me for something, let me know. And I think we was in Dallas, and you was doing like a football team tryout. That was the first time I ever did a video. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Now, we're going to start from there, but let me know. Does my memory serve me correct? Does that story sound correct to you?
I think that is correct.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember before that, but nah. Because I used to watch you like on YouTube.
On the sneaker side?
Yeah, it was sneaker side, but also in some other YouTube videos. I think you were like in other people's videos.
Yeah.
But nah, I think the first time was that football shit. And that kind of kickstarted everything. But that football video was ridiculous.
I remember
random ass field. We had maybe 10 kids out there.
Yeah. Lord, if that.
Yeah, in the ghetto. Too,
we was in the
trenches. I don't know where the hell we was at.
Was it Dallas? Was it Texas?
I think it was Dallas. I don't think it was Houston.
Nah.
I don't think it was Houston. I think it was Dallas.
And from there, I think, I was like, I knew we clicked in real life, but I was like, yo, we also click on camera. Like, we're funny. I know how to play off him. He know how to play off me. This video, the kids were ass, so it was way more funnier.
They were shit.
And then you was like, yo, I got this funny idea where I'm letting fat kids try out for Houston. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to bring a scale, and they got to like weigh a certain. I was like, yo, this shit sounds hilarious. I think I can thrive in this. Yeah. And then we did that. And I feel like from there, it was like, yeah, these my niggas, bro. And it was kind of like we were all from there.
Facts.
So obviously, talking about you, for people who don't know you, you're very protective over who you have around you. And I think that's one of your greatest strengths. At that time, what was it about me, though? You're like, you know what, bro, this nigga cool.
I don't know. I'm kind of like you when you said you can tell, like, off vibes. Like, I've been around a lot of people, obviously, coming up doing the social media stuff. And growing up military-wise, though, you see the same people every single day. So I was used to having small-knit groups, having to move every 3-4 years and getting to learn new people and stuff like that. So I'd be around a lot of people having to adjust and learn and stuff like that. And so when I see somebody new, I kind of feel the vibe out. Mm-hmm. I'm going to look at them a little bit, see how they talk, how they interact with the people I have around me, which is another big thing. But yeah, I mean, you just have a big personality, bro. Like, I feel like I can enjoy being around you. We can goof off, but when it's time to film and record, we can also do that. Like, it's just a different vibe. I'm big on vibes and how they are around my people and around me. And it was pretty easy to find out that you were a good dude.
Yeah, and I was very grateful because at the time it was like, when you around people, man, making videos with people ain't easy as people think. Like, I think, people obviously love when me and you coach. They always be in the comments like, yo, this is the coaching duo, which I agree. Number one, we lost one game in 2 years.
That is true.
And that one game was a shit show in Milwaukee that will never be talked about again because a lot of niggas canceled last minute because of prom. All right,
Goddamn prom.
Goddamn prom, man. Niggas wanted two-step instead of Euro-step.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't make sense.
However, so like when I'm able to find like that good space between me and another creator, and I'm like, yo, we not stepping on each other's toes, we feeding off each other, we make the videos better. I feel like it was pretty much gold after that.
That's facts.
We're gonna speak about your upbringing. You kind of mentioned it a little bit. We're gonna start from the beginning of Cam Wilder, man. You mentioned it. You grew up in a military household.
Yep.
Moved around a lot. Number one, what is that perspective like? Can't keep the same friends. Got to go to a new school every year. Did you have that conversation with your pops about like, yo, man, can we just go to one spot? Can we figure this out?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I was a bitch. I wasn't having that conversation with my dad. My dad scared me growing up. That military stuff, like when you so strict, bro, you scared of your parents, bro. Because both my parents were in the military. My mom got out after year 2 when she had me. But both my parents were in the military. My dad was like the scariest person I ever met in my life. He was gone, but he was also deployed a lot. He would be deployed for like a year and a half. He'd miss some birthdays. He'd miss Christmas and things like that, which sucked about just military life in general. It's hard seeing your parents all the time. But having to get orders somewhere. So obviously I was born in Oklahoma. We were in I think it was Charleston, South Carolina for about 6 years. Then we got orders to go to North Dakota, by the way, worst place I've ever been to in my fucking life.
You lived in North Dakota, bro?
Shit was ass. It was the worst fucking place I've ever been to in my life. It was goddamn negative 20 degrees every damn day. Minot Air Force Base to be exact. It's the worst shit ever. I was there every morning before school. I had to shovel the goddamn driveway so that we can back out the damn car. Like, it was just, North Dakota was bad. But North Dakota was the spot that I found one of my best friends, Caleb. I met him in 3rd grade when I was out there. Then after 3 years, never saw him again until about maybe high school in person. Because obviously I can't just go fly and see him like I can now. But got orders to Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. Met a bunch of really good people, really great people. After 4 years, had to leave again. I don't think anybody from Texas I talk to anymore. Yeah, I don't talk to anybody. It was kind of hard keeping in touch with those kind of people because most of them didn't have social media, or I didn't really get their numbers. Then it was Arizona. My dad retired in Arizona, so I stayed there a little bit longer. Met some more of my close friends. But yeah, military, you get really close with somebody for 2-3 years, and you out that hoe, and you don't really got a choice. You're a kid, so it's like, man, it was hard, but I mean, it was easy to find the closest people. If we were able to keep in touch during that long period, I knew we was gonna be good friends.
And for you, you know, you grew up. I know you got a sister. Is that your only sibling?
Yeah, my only sister.
So it was you and her. I know y'all got a great relationship as well. You think she felt like the same way at the time too, or was she was because she's older, right?
No, she's younger than me by it's like 16 months.
Oh yeah, so y'all are very close in age. Yeah. So obviously, if you felt that way, then sis probably felt that way too, for the most part.
Yeah,
and
she hated moving. She was the one that was crying like for every time we moved. But I mean, it was hard on both of us. But I mean, you know, I don't regret it. Yeah, I mean, being in all the damn places, seeing all the different stuff, I don't regret it.
Seeing how you are now with me, Wag, Ray, Maul. By the way, shout out my boys. One thing about you, bro, you only as good as your team. And I promise you, I think you have the most solid group of guys.
Yes.
Like, it was one thing to kick it with you, hang out with you, build a relationship with you, but the relationship with the guys, like, we all like this. Yeah. Talk every day, talk shit every day. If we go to the movies, everybody go to the movies. If we go hang out, everybody, like, no, if somebody's being left out, we literally go into their door, dragging Ray. We dragging Wag. Yeah. We ain't got to drag Maul.
You don't got to drag Maul. That at all. Yeah.
But, like, your team, man, is that why you feel like, you know, those group of guys you so close with? Because, as you mentioned, you didn't really get a chance to have a sense of brotherhood with friends because you moved so much. So when you found these guys, it was like, these are my guys.
Yeah, I love my people, bro. Shout out Ray, shout out Wag, shout out Maul. It don't matter what I'm doing, whether it's the smallest thing, biggest thing, they will always be with me everywhere I go. Obviously I met Ray in Houston. He was the first one I found. Then Ray put me on to Wag. Took both them niggas from Baller's Life. Sorry, Baller's Life. Took both them niggas from Baller's Life. And then I met Maul after. I was very hesitant to bring Maul on board because I never met him. Some black ass nigga. All
Florida nigga.
We was in Miami for a tournament. They brought this black ass nigga by goddamn Airbnb. He in the shit playing Madden 2K. And I bust his ass in 2K one time. I'm like looking at his vibe. He was funny and shit. He was cool, but that was kind of the only time I met him. But then they were like, yo, you should bring Maul. Like, he's good vibes. He's great people. And I'm hesitant as fuck. I'm like, I ain't finna bring somebody, pay him, and I don't know how they vibe is, whatever. So I brought him to one tournament. He just radiated like energy that we needed. Yeah. Like, obviously Ray and Wag are great people, but Maul just like, he just made it like, he was the perfect addition. I mean, he makes great mixtapes as well. His video is amazing. He takes his craft very serious. But most people don't talk to their camera people, which is crazy. They'll work with their cameraman, but it's like, all right, cool. Cameraman goes on about his life. Yep. You know, creator just does what he needs to do. Nah, like, I'm those guys are with me everywhere. I'm big on vibes. I like my people. I like their vibe. They all like, I assume they enjoy being around each other and hanging out and stuff like that. And it just shows. We talk I talk to them every damn day.
Yeah.
We're always talking about some basketball or some outside life shit, joking around all the time. Like, nah, I fuck with them heavy. Those are my guys.
No, absolutely, bro. Now, like I said, I seen that when I entered, and I'm just like, I see why. Everybody's so cool. Everybody's so likable. Shit, damn near everybody got different personalities, but it's still all formed at the same way. Ray the old head. Well, act like an old head sometimes too. Maul is like the biggest personality. And you just like chill, calm, reserved, but you goofy. And you know how to play off of your friends. So shout out to the guys, man. Back to you being in the military. How strict was Pops? Because I know Pops now, and Pops is the goofiest, funniest dude in the world. We debate about Bron every day. Like, how strict was Pops?
Fuck. Let me tell you about my dad, bro. I had a bedtime up until senior year of high school. Let's just get that started.
Jesus Christ.
I had a bedtime. They gonna sit here and lie and tell me they was lenient. They was not. I had a big goddamn bedtime I think it was about senior year. I'd say it was about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 o'clock was my bedtime senior year, but like it was a strict 8:30, 9 o'clock protocol.
Damn.
My whole entire growing up, like if it wasn't yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, you getting your ass whooped, you getting popped. If you weren't like anytime you say yes or no, just without anything, it's a problem. Like it was a real just strict program, bro. Like you say thank you, you can't miss a thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we sat at the dinner table and ate together all the goddamn time, but we did like a lot. But nah, my parents were super strict. Like they were just big on, respect, showing other people respect, especially elders. Anytime I fucked up in school or I didn't have straight A's, they take my video game, my phone, everything. Like my day ones, they'll remember this to this day. I was on 2K one time, and my parents found out I had 1B. Mind you, I'm a goddamn sophomore, junior in high school. The juniors and sophomores we deal with are 6'6", grown ass men. You wouldn't think they'd act like this. I found out my parents had a B. Came home, had a B. I couldn't hop on the game for a week. I hopped right off the game once they found out. Just cut my niggas off. They didn't hear shit from me for like a week. Cause I had a B. Nigga, I got good A's, high A's. I had an 88. GGs, my nigga. They took my shit. They were strict. Even in college, like I was playing basketball, but I had a 3.8. Like I had to keep it up. And I really wasn't taking college serious. I was playing basketball, but they was just, I grew up in a strict household. And it was just P's and Q's. You better stay on it. And if not, you're getting your ass whooped.
But when I hear that, though, as a kid, it sounds like that's crazy. But as an adult, as a father, they did an amazing job,
They did.
bro.
They did.
Your sister's doing great in her own route. You're doing phenomenal. But they sitting back like, bro, we did it. Yep. And not only that, you had a strong two-parent household, and they both was on you. So now you look back on things, and you be like, you got an appreciation for it now you look back on it?
I'll say they were strict. They were whooping my ass and shit like that, but I'm glad they did. Because it made me who I am today. I'm not no crazy nigga that's doing crazy ass shit, disrespecting people. Like, nah, I'm glad they did what they did, and they raised me pretty well.
So pops, moms, if y'all watch this, don't yank me up the next time you see me. Right. I think y'all did an amazing job because pops will do it too.
No facts. He'll say something. His ass will say something. Bro.
No, I think they did an amazing job. So thinking about that, okay, cool. You bouncing around town to town. You got military parents. Usually the footsteps is follow mom and dad footsteps. Did you ever think about joining the military at all?
Never did, because my parents, since I was a kid, you'll never join the military. You'll do something else other than the military. I mean, it's a risk going to the military, obviously. You're putting your life on the line for the country. Nah, they was always, no, you're not going, you're not doing it, absolutely not. So, no, I never even had an ounce of joining the military. It was always something else.
So, it was opposite. Instead of saying you're going to follow in the footsteps, it was more like, create your own path, we doing this, right?
Yeah.
So you can do something else, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you bounce around city to city. North Dakota is the most random place of all time.
Yeah.
But you land in Goodyear, Arizona.
Sure did. So goddamn did.
Goodyear, Arizona, man. What was it like when you finally moved to Goodyear, Arizona? Because you stayed there for probably the longest And you stayed there at a very important time in your life.
Yeah.
Never heard of this place, by the way.
Goodyear, yeah. Well, first off, my freshman year, I lived in Anthem.
Okay.
I lived in Anthem, Arizona, super north. Went to a school called Boulder Creek my first year and a half. First time I ever been to a public school in my life. Didn't know what to expect. I was scared as shit going into freshman year. First time ever going to a public school. And just as I thought it was going to be, it was about 10 times worse. I transferred from that school after a year and a half because it was the most racist environment I've been in my life. I never experienced racism as a kid until then. I was getting called the hard R almost every goddamn day. I'm playing football on the football team, whole team white except maybe a couple people. Yeah. I was the backup quarterback. Starting quarterback would look at me and tell me, snap the ball from me, slave. They were saying all kinds of shit.
No, get out of here, bro.
Now, I wasn't like crying and shit because I was kind of hard-nosed. Like, I wasn't really crying, but like, yeah, that shit was crazy. I ain't never experienced racism in my life. That was one of the worst experiences ever. Now I transferred to Goodyear, Millennium High School, but yeah, no, them Anthem days, it was bad.
So, I'm not even trolling, but like, you light skinned. If I would have went there, they would have.
They'd been on your ass.
Okay, I'm black as shit.
Mind you, I'm light bright at that time. I was pretty light. They would have been on your ass.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
And that's your first ever public school. So now, when you transfer, because we don't get to Millennium, but like, you probably think at this time, maybe this is just how public school is.
I didn't know what the fuck to think. I'm thinking the transfer not going to be good. Might as well. At first, I was like, I'm going to just thug it out. Because every public's going to be like that. My parents were like, nah, like, this is a good school. We're going to get you out of here. I was going home pissed off every damn day. It was always something.
Damn, that's a crazy experience.
Yeah.
So you end up at Millennium High School, which has a nice little basketball tradition, man. They got Deron Holmes, who was the Gatorade Player of the Year, now plays for the Denver Nuggets. They had Carrick Felix, who was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers 2013. What was it like in high school with that legacy of basketball? And obviously, you know, we got to say, you know, talk about what kind of basketball player were you in high school, Cam? What kind of basketball player was Cam Wilder in high school?
Ass, nigga. That's what the fuck I was. I was ass. I was some shit. The shit you see me do now, I'd have never even thought to do no shit like that in high school. Nigga, I was some shit. Football was my number one growing up until about sophomore year, and then I quit because them niggas wanted me to be a fucking JV player when I transferred. Fuck that. So I quit. But football was my number one. Went to basketball, went to Millennium. Obviously, they had a bunch of good hoopers. We had our head coach come in. His name was Ty Amundsen, one of the best coaches I've ever had. He came in. He brought Nike. They had the school sponsored by Nike and all kind of shit. We went all kind of Nike tournaments. So he brought in some good players, right? Nigga, I was ass. I was a catch and shoot nigga. Couldn't even play no goddamn defense. Couldn't shuffle. One of the main reasons was my knees was hurting growing up. Yeah, like I was growing. I didn't stop growing until I turned 22. Like I didn't reach my height I am now until I was 22. Like I was growing all the time. I was always in pain. Couldn't move for real. It was a lot of ass going on. Couldn't really dribble. Only a catch and shoot, and that's all I was good for.
So you pretty much was me in high school, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I was ass in high school too.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't think kids know how lucky they are to have coaches that allow them to play free.
Yeah.
I played for a coach who stripped all my freedom so much that my confidence was gone too. Mm-hmm. I was playing a 3. Nigga, I'm 5'10" today.
3.
Okay? That's how far he wanted me off the ball.
Yeah.
I showed my coach I could shoot, and that nigga said, I don't want you to do nothing. I couldn't dribble. I couldn't attack the back. Nigga, if I was to put the ball on the floor, I'd get subbed out.
That's what I don't fuck with. That's every coach I ever had.
That's nasty, though.
It's bad. You put the ball down, it's a problem. It's a problem. I couldn't even think of being like that as a coach. Now, I couldn't even think of doing some shit like that. That's literally taking every confidence away from kid. You're right.
Like, like, I had a trainer who, you ain't meet him. He came and hooped at OTE like last week, but he was out of town. Man, I was working with him every single day on the summertime, even in school. And I would come back every year with so much confidence just to be, if it was 2K, I'm a corner sitter, nigga. Yeah. I was sitting corner. Mm-hmm. But that's very understandable, especially in high school. So you just, at that time, so you go there what? Your sophomore year, junior year, and senior year there.
Yeah.
Right? Who was the guy at the school at that time? Like, if you wasn't the guy, who was?
It was Deron Holmes. Deron Holmes.
So you played with him on, okay.
Yeah. He was the guy. When I was a senior, I think he was a sophomore or a freshman. It was one of the two. I think it was freshman. And then it was Justice Jackson was the other one. He committed to some D1 school. Those are the two main guys when I was there. But Deron was the boy. He was the boy for sure.
And like, would you one of those kids that like worked locked in your game a lot on the off season, like to try to? Because I feel like you probably had to prove yourself. You go to school, you transfer over and over, and nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
In high school basketball, they try to act like that's not the case, but they technically already know who on this team.
Yeah.
JV gonna move up to varsity. Freshman gonna move up to JV, and you might get one or two new guys, if that.
Yeah.
So you gotta prove yourself every year you go to a different place.
That's a fact. You talking about hard work, like behind the scenes?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite of that, nigga. Growing up, I was the opposite of hard work. I didn't do shit. Even football, what I was good at. Boy, my parents bought me a net to put in the backyard to throw in, just work on accuracy. Expensive ass net too. That bit, like back in the day, that shit was expensive. Used it maybe twice. Nigga, I was the most unmotivated nigga growing up. I was hella unmotivated. I didn't work. I just wanted to get at home, play 2K, and play Fortnite and Madden. That's all I wanted to do growing up. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else, but I acted like I was mad and crying when I didn't make the team or I wasn't getting no PT. Nigga, I didn't work for no shit. So, I was opposite of hard work. I barely even tried. Football, I cared, and I really didn't work too much either. But, yeah, bro, nah.
That's some great accountability, though. You never will hear that from somebody. They'll probably blame the coach or blame somebody else. You like, nah, bro, I ain't trying for real.
Ain't no point of that, bro. The more I grow up, the more it's like, all right, nigga, you might as well just tell the truth. All that lying shit, ain't no point of lying to people, bro. Like, nigga, I didn't give a fuck. I was trying to play the game. And my parents watching this shit, they know the goddamn truth. Nigga, I didn't give a fuck. Didn't even try. Like,
we around some of the best high school basketball players in the world on a daily basis. How does high school Cam match up with them?
Shit.
Nigga. How does high school Cam match up with Aiden Diggs, Malachi Jordan?
Boy, them boys fuck me up. I'd be scared to guard them niggas. If I was in high school, I'd be scared to guard them niggas because they'd have cooked my ass. I couldn't guard nobody. That's why I didn't play in high school, is because I couldn't guard nobody. Mind you, we was playing some shitty competition back in the day. Desert Edge and Desert Edge and a school called Barry Goldwater. Nigga, we was playing some shitty competition. I couldn't even fuck with them. Couldn't even guard them. So you think I'm gonna do with Malachi Jordan? Man, hell nah, man. It was all bad.
All right, so you couldn't guard Malachi or Aiden, but nobody can really.
No.
Tell me this. Would a high school Cam be able to make a RWE team if you went to a tryout?
No.
Fuck.
I wouldn't have.
How bad we talking?
I wasn't shit.
Okay.
But I just wasn't that good. Like, I played on an Adidas team, Adidas AAU team. It was like a silver gauntlet team. Back in the day, it was gold gauntlet, silver gauntlet. I played on a silver gauntlet team, and I was just mainly there shooting a rock. I mean, I wasn't terrible. I was good, but I was ass. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was good ass shit, but mid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So even though you weren't that good, somehow, some way, you still managed to play college basketball. Okay. So you played at Midland University, at NAIA in Fremont, Nebraska. To make things more interesting, you played on a JV team of the NAIA, and it was pretty much like a development team, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Now, how did you get all the way out there? And explain how you connected the dots from being ass on the basketball team to somehow, I mean, at least you still got a partial scholarship.
That's true. I did get a partial. I got a half scholarship. The only reason a college even saw a nigga play was because of AAU. I had no high school tape. Straight AAU tape. I used a website called NCSA, Next something. I forgot what the fuck it's called. It's called NCSA. Any film I had in AAU, I uploaded to that, and I emailed every school in the country. Like, I deadass sat down, looked up. I was being realistic. I ain't hitting no D1s up.
Yep.
I was hitting straight D3s, NAIs, and D2s up with my film. 6'1", I was 6'6" at the time. 6'1" sharpshooter, 4.1 GPA. You got to put the same thing. You got to say your name, your GPA.
Copy paste it.
Huh?
Copy paste
everything. You say your name, your GPA, your height, weight, and what position you played. And it was just straight film, and it was a paragraph to every goddamn coach. I got hit up. I know the exact schools, too. Emory-Riddle, it was out here. It's an NAI school or D3 at Emory-Riddle. I got hit up by Knox College in Indiana or Illinois, and then I got hit up by Midland. Those are the only 3 schools that gave a fuck. Midland, I actually took a visit there. They actually had a decent gym. They had solid coaches, and it seemed like they had a plan for me. Seemed like. Little did I know, they didn't have no fucking plan for me because I played JV, nigga. They're not going to play. So, like, they had to come watch you play. If a coach comes and watches you play and offers you, he wants you for real. If a nigga offered you off some goddamn highlight film, they really don't got no plans for you. You really got to work for it, which I wasn't used to. I mean, I'm used to that. So, yeah, I played JV. They had a developmental program. I mean, I averaged 20 a game on that because I still was pretty mid. I was developing a driving game. I still was working on that shit.
Yeah.
But I averaged 20 a game on a JV squad. I never got moved up because I couldn't guard nobody. Defense was always my problem. I couldn't guard nobody. But yeah, Midland University, I fucked with it. You know, it was a good experience. First year of college. I'm just glad they took an opportunity with me. So I'm always grateful for that goddamn school.
Yeah, like I was about to ask you, was it a culture shock being in Nebraska? But since you already said you moved to like North Dakota and all these other weird states, I guess was Nebraska a culture shock for you at that time?
No, it was just cold as a bitch, but I was used to it. There was hella white people out there in Nebraska though. Boy, it was hard. You couldn't really see no black. If you saw a black person, it was on the basketball team. I was probably the most. But Lord, fuck. Speaking of that, the one nigga that was on my team, he was a thief. Nigga stole from me. Think about that. The only nigga was a thief.
Your college teammate stole from you?
He stole from me.
What'd he steal?
I think it was it was something valuable. I think it was either some shoes or some money. He stole something from me. I remember. I ain't gonna say the nigga name. I know the nigga name. I ain't gonna say his name.
So you had a team full of white kids, one black teammate.
Yep.
And the one black teammate, he stole.
He stole from me, bro. He did. He stole from me.
He setting his back, bro.
Stereotype ass shit. Nigga stole from me. Snatched my shit. I ain't talked to that nigga since.
How you know it was him?
Because his team snitched. My roommate snitched. I knew it was.
Yeah.
And he tried to lie. It was all bad.
But so Nebraska wasn't really a culture shock used to moving around. Yep. I hear there's a lot of black people in Omaha, Nebraska, and I didn't know that till Terrence Crawford got famous.
Well, there's Sudanese niggas out the ass in Nebraska.
Real?
You'll see a Sudanese nigga all up and down that bit. You damn near see him in Lincoln. I don't know why. There's a lot of them out there, but there's hella Sudanese niggas out there. There's a decent amount of black people out there though, for sure. Which was caught me by surprise. I remember going to a party out there one time. Niggas drove me to like this club that we stayed at for 10 minutes. And there was hella black people out there. I was surprised. So yeah, Omaha, there's a decent amount for sure.
Now I've heard a lot of JUCO stories, JUCO struggles, I would say, because of lack of resources. Obviously, you don't have the best equipment available. What was that like for you being at like this small school? Was it a little janky? Did y'all not have real meal plans or dorm rooms, or was it kind of normal?
The freshman dorm rooms, by the way, had no goddamn AC.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We had no AC, and there was a time when I was in Nebraska, it was like 96 degrees and humid when I moved in. No AC. Let me tell you about this story. I walked in that bitch, looked at my mom and said, fuck no. Nigga, it was hot as a bitch. That first night, Snipe, I didn't sleep. It was so hot. I said, we got to do something about this, so I'm leaving. I said, fuck this college shit. I'll say fuck college basketball. Nigga, it was so hot in that guy. Because you have to put fans in the windows.
Yes, so can blow the cool air. Yeah.
It was no cool air, nigga. None. So I'm like, Mom, fuck, I got to do something. So what my mom did was she pulled some strings. She hit my doctor up and said, I need a fake note saying this nigga needs a portable AC unit because he has this wrong with him, this wrong with him, this wrong with him. 2 days later, I had a portable AC, one of the only ones in the freshman dorm.
Oh, you that nigga?
Nigga, room about 60 degrees. Cool as a bitch. I slept good as fuck next day. But then I'm seeing hella niggas try to get up in this bitch.
Everybody try to come to your room
Get
now.
y'all lame ass out my shit. Nigga, I got my AC. This is my shit. Me and my roommate, by the way. If my roommate ever sees this, I'm sorry, my nigga, but you stank.
Damn.
And when I was in college, man, he stunk like a bitch. I don't know if it was clothes or something. The nigga stank. I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah. So that college dorm freshman year, you know what I'm saying? It was a struggle-ish. I couldn't say I was in a struggle because I had a military stipend every month. Yeah. I was getting $750 in my account every month. Now, back in the day, $750, I was up.
That's a lot of money back then.
I was up.
Yeah.
Man. Down the street was the Canes.
Oh,
I was at that Canes a lot. Mm-hmm. I was there a lot. Along with the free food I got on campus. And that, boy, I was in that bitch eating.
Yeah.
You know what a freshman 15 is?
Yep, you gained 15 pounds freshman
Nigga, I
year.
hit a freshman 25. Bitch, I was fat as a bitch. I was thick as hell, nigga. Like, I was probably about 225. And, I was big, nigga. I didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? I hit a freshman 30 damn near. Then I transferred and shit.
Oh, before we get to that, so you played, all right, so here we are. You are in Nebraska playing in a development league of a junior college.
Yeah.
But you averaging like 26 a game. Mm-hmm. So you hooping.
I was.
You putting up buckets. I think you had a game where you had like 34 points.
I did, yeah.
Like you was hooping. Now, did this feel more like a men's league to you because of the competition, or did it still feel like a confidence boost? You're like, okay, like
it felt like college.
Okay.
It felt like I was building towards something. It didn't feel like men's league. Just because we were actually playing schools, we were going to other we'd actually have a decent crowd, like somewhat decent.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the varsity games. We'd have a somewhat of a decent crowd, so it felt like I was working towards something. I knew the coach had to see something because I'm giving niggas 20, 25. It had to be something, but yeah, I mean, it was cool. JV wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
And obviously, you had to do some of the right things. I got it written down here. So you eventually got moved up to the varsity team for one game against the University of Jamestown. Yeah. Ironically, that same exact day, Kobe passed away, and you found out at halftime. Mm-hmm. Walk me through that story from the beginning of the game to how you find out that news.
Well, I thought my coach was an idiot because we getting our ass whooped. This is my first varsity game ever. We go to the University of Jamestown. We getting our ass whooped by 25. Halftime, spanked. Nigga, they spanking our shit. And coach is in the locker room trying to give us a motivational speech. We all down and shit. He's like, y'all out there playing like shit. Kobe just died in a helicopter crash. And y'all playing like shit. Nigga, I'm like, what did nigga just say? I looked at my nigga. I'm like, what does he talk about, bro? Dumbass nigga. How you gonna compare us getting our ass whooped with Kobe dying? We like, what is you talking about, bro? We thought he was a stupid ass nigga. So then we chilling, blah, blah, blah. We get out there. We start walking in like the tunnel. We start hearing niggas in the crowd. Oh shit, Kobe died. Everybody looking at their phone. Kobe died. Kobe died. Kobe died. Kobe died. I'm like, nigga, what? So I was like, what'd you say? Talked to a random nigga in the crowd. What'd you say? And he showed me the ESPN post. Nigga, I was on the bench like, what? Like the whole gym was quiet up until the game started. Like again in the second half, it was just quiet. Everybody on their phone whispering. It was crazy. But yeah, that was the day I found out that Bean died. It was a sad, sad day. I couldn't even focus on basketball, sit on the bench.
I was about to say that. Like, you hear that, you come to the game, and it's so funny because we never met Kobe, but he had such a lasting impression on anybody who loved the game of basketball or just people with a mentality going towards something.
That's true.
It affected everybody. Mm-hmm. So I can only imagine hearing that fresh and then having to go and hoop. It felt like a relative almost.
Yeah, you just sitting there, it's in your head. I ain't gonna be one. I ain't gonna lie and say I was one of the niggas that was crying and shit. I mean, I wasn't a Kobe fan like that. I wasn't crying like doing all that, but it did hurt, bro. That's Bean. Like you watch Bean all the time. That's a major basketball figure. That's a top 5 player of all time. Like that's Kobe Bean, nigga. That was my dad's favorite player too. So it's like, I don't know. That shit just hit different.
Yeah, I think the world all went like silent and everybody just didn't believe it. But yeah, man, RP, the Mamba, who, one of the GOATs. So moving past that game, you finally did it, bro. Like you've been killing on JV. You get called up to varsity. You finally making the strides in the right direction.
Yeah.
And you miss practice by 2 hours and you never play varsity again. Now listen, nigga. Okay, you've been taking accountability all day.
Yeah. I
need to know how in the hell you finally get an opportunity to play varsity basketball for a school that recruited you after 3/4 of the season being JV.
Yeah.
You get your opportunity. I believe you said you made like a quick floater in the game. You got your opportunity to play.
I got a little floater.
And now the opportunity is here for the taking, and you show up 2 hours late to practice.
Yeah.
What the hell was you doing, Cam?
Let me tell you something, Snipe. 8 a.m. communications class in college was a son of a bitch. A son of a bitch. I can't. I missed that communications class so much, man. Not like when I say missed it, I ain't missed the class, nigga. I missed the class. I wasn't there. That communications class, I wasn't in that bitch ever. And so practice was, I think, 6 a.m. early as a bitch. They had us because they were doing 2 a day. They were damn near morning, afternoon. So I was like, I think I forgot to set my alarm or I stayed up late. I woke up. It's 7:50. My coach hit me up 4 times. Call on my phone. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? When I tell you that nigga said report to JV practice in 2 days or in the next day, it's over with. never sniff varsity again. It was the worst mistake ever. It was bad. I slept in. Alarm didn't go off. It was all bad.
Damn. And like I've heard of schools, mainly colleges, that got like a JV and a varsity. What's the difference? Is like the uniforms different? Is the locker rooms different? Is it like you get like a lesser version, you believe, of everything varsity gets? Or is it kind of similar, just different teams?
Jersey's definitely different, a little worse. It's like the older jerseys. Obviously, the varsity got the newer ones. Locker room was still the same. We use the same locker room. We use the same weight room, same everything. It was just game times obviously different. The teams are worse. But nah, the jerseys were obviously a little bit more ass. But now the coach actually gave a fuck too. My coach back then was Paul Blackburn was his name. He was our JV coach, and he actually gave a fuck. Like, he cared about whether we got better. He cared about us trying hard in practice. And so there was no difference in, like, intensity and shit like that. But, like, just the teams, obviously we were just worse.
So after Midland, you get a chance to go back to Arizona and play for Ottawa University, Arizona, who ironically also offered another YouTuber, T-Jazz.
They did.
Now, did they offer him and you at the same time, or was that like later in life?
Nah, he was before me.
Okay.
Yeah, he was before.
So they offered him before you, but you wound up here at Ottawa. What was your hopes of transferring to this new school, and how did it end up for you?
My hopes was playing varsity and getting a chance. That's all I wanted, was just a chance to play on. Because, I mean, I'm giving niggas bucks, bro. I'm like, I could play varsity. I could hoop with these niggas. I'm playing with these niggas in practice and shit like that, or, like, even open runs. I'm like, I'm doing my shit. And mind you, by this time, I'm playing basketball heavy. It's not like high school where I wasn't trying. Everything I did back then in college was basketball. It was school basketball. So I'm hooping all the time, getting better day by day. So I was hoping when I transferred to Ottawa, it's back home. Maybe I get an opportunity. I had a lot of film from JV of me killing, so I had a good tape.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe they'll give me an opportunity. And as you see to this day, I have never claimed that school in my life. And we will get to that. But I have never claimed Ottawa once a day in my life.
All right. So what happened at Ottawa? Why don't you claim the school, Cam? I know you went there. So you go there expecting to play varsity. If my research serves me correctly, you killing at the open gym.
Yeah.
Destroying. Your confidence is good from averaging like 20 plus at the last school. And they come up to you like, hey, man, you look great out there, man. JV practice starts next week.
Yeah. That's what they said. Yep, you got JV coming up, nigga. Yeah, bro, all my confidence was damn near gone. I was hot. I was pissed. Like, I done got my ass in shape, too. That freshman 30 I fucking hit. That freshman 50 damn near. I dropped from like 225 to about 180. I was damn near skinny as a bitch. I was little.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people talking to me, telling me I was big and shit like that. And back in my day, when a nigga tell me I'm big, bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Watch this. And I lost so much weight. Just didn't eat. It was mainly just me working out a lot and just not eating. It was mainly preseason of college. It was a lot of conditioning. It was when conditioning started. Obviously, I ain't had no bread, and I wasn't asking my parents for bread because I kind of wanted to get it out my damn self. So I was grinding, going to conditioning. I'd go eat 3 chicken tenders and fries twice a day, and that was it. So I lost weight quick as fuck. But yeah, that me playing JV at Ottawa, that fucking hurt. Cause I'm looking at the varsity team, I'm like, I could play over this nigga, bro. I know I can. Obviously, they haven't seen me. I'm getting JV film, but it's like I could play over this nigga, bro. But it's just another step. Had to get it out the mud.
So if my research served me correct, around the time you started to blow up on TikTok was like your second semester at Midland University. And by that time you got to Ottawa, you was already at like 300, 400K on TikTok. And did you think like content was your future at the time, or was it just something that you just did on the side?
I was doing it for fun. I started in Midland because my teammates were like, you're pretty funny. TikTok's an app that's blowing up. You should download it. So I downloaded it, made some videos. For my first video to ever blow up was my second video ever. I copied a nigga on my For You page, remade the video, and it hit 500K in like a day. I got addicted to the comments. I got addicted to people laughing at the video that I made, but obviously I copied it, so it brought my creative bag out. But yeah, I think I went to Ottawa. Once I touched down on campus, I was about 200K, 250, almost 300. But yeah, that's mainly right when I started the TikTok shit. But 3 months in of me being at Ottawa, I hit a mill.
Damn.
Hit a mill. I went from 250 to a mill in about 2-3 months. So yeah.
So not only that, not only are you blowing up, you being consistent, and you starting to see a little bit of growth, as you're saying. A million followers on TikTok to this day is a huge thing. You did that years ago.
Yeah.
Is this true? At the end of the basketball season, did you get a call in the office with a college, Ottawa, and I believe the conversation went, "Yeah, man, we were kind of contemplating if you were going to play varsity or not, but we felt like you were more locked in on TikTok than you was on basketball."
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened. That did happen. COVID was hitting. We played one game at Ottawa, one fucking game, and I had 30. I think any nigga that goes to that school can confirm that. I don't know what school. I think we played Powerhouse Prep. I think the school was Powerhouse Prep. It was like a prep school of high school. It was a high school prep. I dropped 30, almost 32 on them niggas. I was going crazy. I wish I had the film. I used to have the film. I just don't know where it went. But then COVID hit, and we were at a stall. We maybe hit practice, but then practice get canceled because COVID. And I'd be in the dorm room grinding TikTok, just grinding. We're not doing shit. I'm going to class, can't have practice. I'm grinding TikTok. And my shit just blew up. And obviously the coaches peeped that. So end of the year happened, played one fucking game. They're like, look, like we want you to come back, but it's like, do you love basketball enough? We feel like you love social media and love TikTok more than you love basketball. That shit hurt. I love basketball. Nigga, I've been grinding to get on varsity. I try to grind my ass off. And because I got a little bit of emotion on TikTok, because I think at the time when I was doing this sit-down interview, I was at 1.5 mil. And he was just questioning if I love basketball or if I love social media more. So I was like, fuck you, nigga. And I left that bitch. I left after that exit interview. That nigga, bro.
What's so funny about that is today, currently, if you got a TikTok following or Instagram following, coaches want you more. Ain't that crazy?
Because you bring attention.
Ain't that crazy? Like, if you were playing in this era, you would be way higher of a commodity. And that just lets you know how much basketball has changed just from, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Having Instagram followers or TikTok followers is like, it's a distraction. Meanwhile, OTE loves kids with followers. They give kids followers. Like, if you have followers, a prep school will snatch you up like this. They got high school teams have social media teams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they have actual guys whose job is to post on social for prep schools in high school. Mm-hmm. So speak about how different basketball is now and then.
Yeah, social media does play a big part. It's one of the main things of how you get noticed, nigga. Like when I was growing up, there was maybe one cameraman at a game, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably a parent.
Yeah. Filming like these in the crowd and shit. Nah, and everybody, now you catch a high school game, you catch an AAU game, nigga, about 7 cameramen on the baseline filming a goddamn mixtape for everybody. Everybody got a goddamn mixtape. But no, social media does play a big part. If you get your face out there, people see you more, and obviously attention gets on you. But nah, social media has played a big part in basketball nowadays. That's damn near a part of basketball now.
It is.
Yeah.
And so we wrapping up this college chapter because after Ottawa, you give it one more shot.
Yep.
You go to another school. And at this time, you like, man, fuck it. I'm a hoop. I'm going to do this. But you are also a little torn between doing content at the same time because you was really starting to blow up. Talk to the audience about how in the midst of making this decision between basketball and going to another university, how all signs just led to content. Every door for basketball in college is kind of mysteriously, it's just all closed mysteriously, and then all doors led to content.
Yeah, around this time, I was beefing with GeoWise at this time. I can't remember. I think it was this time I was beefing with that nigga Geo. So I was talking to town. I ain't gonna front. Like, there was NBA niggas tapped into our beef, and like it was a big beef. I was doing like 5 mil per shit talk video. I post on TikTok, I got 5 mil on a shit talk GeoWise video. Like, that bitch was going stupid. So like, obviously all my socials is booming. This when I just began YouTube. I just started YouTube just because I wanted to blow up off the beef situation. And so I went to SAGU, which was the school, is American Indian College, NAI. It was the first time I played in front of a coach, and he actually wanted me to play. he was like, yo, this is going to be your team. Like, we want you to be a starter. You're going to be the main guy. First time I ever felt something.
Yeah.
Boy, I was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. So obviously, you know, I'm handling both. Next thing you know, I'm at the crib, goddamn, and I get a text. Oh, nigga. Well, first off, before I get a text, K Showtime wanted me to go play him in Canada. It was a big beef happening, fake beef, but we made this thing where we were going to play each other in Canada. It was talk of the goddamn town. Me versus him. We were going back and forth, shit talking. I was doing a lot of views. And so this was a time when we were about to go to training camp for school. Like, we had to be there for 3 weeks camp. And right when I was trying to make this decision, I got a fucking text that my coach got fired. I'm not going to say who the coach was, but he got fired because I guess he got caught saying the N-word at practice.
Jeez.
Nigga
He was a
wasn't
white
black.
coach?
He was not black. He was Hispanic.
Okay.
He was Hispanic. We got caught saying the N-word. So I was like, well, that just made my decision a whole lot easier. Because if I wasn't playing for him, I wasn't playing for nobody else. So dropped out, convinced my parents to just let me take on social media full time, which is the hardest decision. Nigga, getting my parents to let me just do what I wanted was the hardest shit ever, because they were school. That's all they care about was me going to school, getting good education. That's all they give a fuck about. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just do social media full time. Well, they were startled.
That is a conversation I always like to ask anybody that does it full time, because it's very hard to tell your older parents who are way more traditional than we are, hey, let me do this it's a path that's never really been taken at this time too, and it's no guarantee.
That's facts.
So what was it like trying to convince your parents, hey, look, I done been in college for, at this point, almost 4 years. I'm out. I'm doing content full time.
Yeah, they would just spam no, nigga. No. And at this time, I really didn't have much to show for. I was bringing in maybe $2,500 a month. TikTok was my only income if I didn't get a brand deal. So I was maybe bringing in 2 bands a month, $2,500 a month. The income really wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I was just like I'm only trending uphill. My views are doing good. I just started doing YouTube. I finally got monetized on YouTube. So everything was trending upwards. So luckily, I used that to my advantage. And once they approved that, bro, it's like everything just kind of went crazy after that. Like, they approved that. I went to Canada. It was the biggest fucking thing that ever happened at that time. You know, I posted a YouTube video and went viral. I then went to a House of Highlights. It was my first event with House of Highlights ever. Right after that, won $75,000 doing fucking go-karting. I ran go-kart and won $75K off that shit. So then everything just kind of fell into like my lap, and so I just kind of went up after that shit.
Yeah, like now we getting into early YouTube years. Obviously, I started watching you when you was just like playing 1v1 a lot. Yeah. At the time you came into YouTube, the 1v1 scene, 1v1 guys, park takeovers, that was pretty much that was the meta.
Yeah, it was.
Talk about like the basketball scene when you came in and like what was popping around that time, because it's changed.
Yeah, park takeover was a big thing. 1v1s, I was playing like other YouTubers and shit like that. You know, if you hopped on a 1v1, I'm gonna be real. One of the main guys that helped me pop off was Kenny Chow. The reason I say this is because he was pretty known. He was a big part of 2 Hype back in the day. He was like their cameraman, but then he developed into like a YouTuber, and he kind of had a big name. You know, he was posting videos. He was hitting 100K damn near per video. 50K was big for me when you did a YouTube video and hit 50K. I was like, okay. But Kenny was a pretty big name, and you know, he brought me on. He played me 1v1, and you know, I was on his channel a lot. He introduced me to Jared McCain, which was one of my biggest YouTube videos, was me playing Jared one-on-one, and everything kind of popped off after I started playing Kenny with 1v1, and then I played Flight one-on-one, played Cash Nasty one-on-one. So one-on-ones was a pretty big deal back in the day when you got a 1v1 video from a big YouTuber. Yeah. And then it kind of developed into park takeovers, which Friga was taking over. Obviously, Friga started the park takeovers, and then Nick Briz kind of popularized it. He was kind of like the main park takeover guy. So it was mainly them two. But they had their own teams. You know, Friga had a team, Friga Fam. Nick Briz had a team, Savage Squad. So I started a team. I didn't really start a team. I met these guys throughout TikTok. So I had a Zone 6 crew with me, J-Dub, Jaden Bellotti, Brandon Bellotti, Ryan the Crash Dummy, and Drifty. Zone 6. We said Zone 6 because we played zone defense.
I was about to ask where the hell did
Yeah, we had 6 niggas and we played zone defense. That was the different thing we did. We ran 2-2-1 full court press into a 2-3 at a park takeover. questionable to this day. I don't know why the fuck we did that shit.
I mean, it's content.
It was different.
It was different. Yeah,
it was different.
Yeah.
Did it work? Yeah. I mean, we beat niggas. I'm gonna be real. We beat niggas, but it was just like, yeah, it was kind of a big thing. It was pretty. That group was pretty big for about a good 4 or 5 months. We played in some big games. We played against the Hoolies, Chris White's team.
Yeah.
We played against Savage Squad. So we were pretty big. We were playing against some notable teams. And then the branding side came along. You know, we signed the House of Highlights as a group, started getting brand deals. And once that kind of got developed, I think the natural bonding of our group went downhill, personally.
Yeah.
Once you involve, like, business and shit like that, everything kind of went downhill. It was more so business instead of just 6 guys who were all cool as fuck, gonna go hoop and shit like that. So once business came along, it went downhill after that.
Man, being a group in YouTube is one of the hardest. Well, you know, I don't even gonna say YouTube. I just think being in a group, period, whether it's musically, whether it's in YouTube or whatever art form you in, man, because you have to be on the same accord with however many guys, and that's very hard. Everybody's different. Some people might want their own individual success on top of team success. Some people aren't raised the same as you, so they might not take the team approach. Some people are a little bit more selfish. I think, you know, that's one of the main reasons why, in general, groups don't last as much. I can't think of, I mean, shout out AMP, they've been doing it for a very long time, but, like, I can't think of too many groups. RDC World, right? Like, I can't think of too many groups that stand the test of time. What's some of the difficulties that you ran into? And you don't have to be specific, say no names or anything like that, because, you know, we cool with all those guys to this day. But what was some of the things that you realized, like, wow, okay, this is a little different?
It was more so just egos. You know, obviously, we want to do group things. Everyone's trying to branch out and do their own thing, right? You know, you want to blow up on your own and, you know what I'm saying, make a name for yourself. I feel like some people, like most of us, got caught up with, you know, people knowing us because of our group and not individuals. So obviously, you know, we want to build our own name. And I think egos kind of got in, and, you know, some people got featured more than others when it came to branding. And whenever a part takeover promotion happened, we're playing a team, you know, obviously they're saying a couple names instead of all the names. And there's just little things like that kind of got in the way. And obviously maybe it got in some people's heads. But yeah, I mean, it was just, it was more so we were all a really close-knit group of friends. Yeah. That just kind of got torn down once, I'd say, business came along. Yeah. So.
Which is always, everybody's young too.
Yeah, we were all young.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to expect somebody to be like the mature one, that's hard. And on top of y'all being young, nobody's experienced this yet before. Like I said, at this point in time, YouTube is not only still new, but it's uncharted waters. It's easier to be the third or fourth group so you can learn from the first and second, right? Like, so it's never easy being the first. With those things being said, obviously, YouTube is booming, nigga. Life is good.
That is true.
You start making some chicken. Yeah. What's the first big purchase you make, Cam?
A Kia K5. I bought a 2022 Kia K5. It was my first car I ever bought with YouTube money. Probably like a $31,000 car. I bought it. I didn't purchase in full. I didn't have it like that. But I bought my first car. It was pretty dope. Seeing what social media and what I've been grinding for a very long time can get me to. So that was probably my big purchase, first one.
That's fire. Is it your first car at the time?
No, I had a bunch of hand-me-downs that my parents gave me. That was my first one that I bought.
How does that feel? You doing YouTube full-time, by the way, which is a dream job.
Yeah.
You make the decision to leave school, and this kind of, maybe you don't see it in that moment, but it kind of validates, like, man, damn, maybe I made the right choice. You know, I got some chicken now. I bought the whip. Like, maybe I made the right choice. What was going through your mind at that time when you were able to do something like that?
It was dope. Obviously, I thought I made the right decision, but then it was also one of those things like, all right, I got to keep grinding. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kia K5 is dope, but, like, I want these kind of cars. I want to be where these YouTubers are. And the people I was watching was So Illuminati, Flight, Cash Nasty. You know, those are the main three. Pretty Boy Fredo, too. But those are the main people I was really watching coming up. I wanted to be like them. Them niggas was popping out with whips. I mean, Flight had a Corvette, or Flight had a Corvette, G-Wagon. Then their Cash had some fire-ass car. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are niggas, they're kind of in my space, but kind of now I'm still looking up to them. So, it was just more so I got to keep grinding, just keep that shit going. That's all it really was.
And like I said, at the time, I was watching a lot of your videos because I was really engulfed in basketball. Yeah. And it seemed like the meta at that time wasn't coaching AAU. It was sneaking in AAU basketball games and hooping.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that chapter, and did you think it could lead to something else? Because obviously, I seen months later you finally did a coaching video, but sneaking into AAU, that was like the first AAU idea you had, right?
Yeah, it was the first one. It was me and a group of my friends. We were doing we call it a nigga link up. We have a nigga link up every year. It's just me and my guys. We meet up in a certain city and we just, hang out for like a week because I don't get to see them often. So we linked up in Arizona and I was like, yo, we should like sneak it to an AAU tournament. I was like, we're old, but we're not that old. We were 21. We were like, okay, maybe we should do this. It was 21, 22. Let's stick it to an AAU tournament. So I found a tournament that we could sneak into. It was in Inspire Courts in Arizona. And my college coach that I didn't play for gave me his jerseys. It's like, fuck it. We snuck in. That shit popped off. 500K on YouTube. I said, what the fuck? 500K on YouTube? But I wasn't doing them type numbers.
Yeah.
I said 500, and then it kept growing to about 600, 700. I said, okay. I said, all right, maybe we got something here. So then I did it again with the Zone 6 group. We went to Orlando and snuck into an AAU tournament with Zeddy Will. One of our first times we were really, linking with Zeddy back in the day. That did $1 million. It's like 1.2. I was like, oh, shit, we might have found something here. I was like, this isn't a fluke. These niggas wanted to see this again. So then we did it again with just the Zone 6 group in another city. Shit, did 800K. I was like, okay, we found something. So then we kept trying to sneak in AAU tournaments, but because they were doing so much numbers, the directors were catching on. They didn't let us sneak in anymore, so I was forced to go to coaching.
So that's how that began.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into that, you are sneaking into AAU tournaments. Why do you think the videos are doing well? Because I know as creators, these are the things we think about. We look at the analytics. You think about the thought process, because even coming up with videos sometimes can be stressful. So you like, damn, this is working. You ever thought like why it worked?
It was the personality aspect. I mean, obviously basketball is basketball. No one was really doing social media basketball youth like that back in the day. Well, I'd say youth, but we were playing in a youth basketball tournament. So, but it was more so the personality side. We were more so doing skits before we played.
Yeah.
Than actual showing basketball gameplay. So we were mixing both in. I think people enjoyed that. They enjoyed that a lot.
Which is smart, because what you're showing more is personality. So now outside of basketball, people are investing in who you are.
Yeah.
And by the way, come look at me hoop at the end of the day as well. So, okay, you sneaking into AAU.
Yeah.
And then I finally see you make the video where you coach your first AAU team. Yeah. All black suit. You know what I'm saying? You come through, shades, all black suit. You're handing out raw jerseys just out of a sack, out of a laundry sack. You handing them out.
Yeah.
And you coach your first AAU tournament. Did that video make you say, this is the wave?
Absolutely.
Because they can't kick me out if I coach.
It was the wave. It popped off. And what's crazy is nowadays I figured out, I do one video for a game. Back in the day, I put 4 games in one video. So I did that. It was like, I don't know how long the video was, because I cut a lot of the game out. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, I knew it was the way. They fucked with the personalities. They fucked with the skits before the game and the energy. And yeah, I knew that was it. So
now, the important question, the question I'm sure you get asked all the time, but I'm going to ask you, how was RWE created? How was RWE created, Cam?
My cousin put me on the Raw Wave. My cousin Jalen, he told me about Raw Wave because I wasn't really too hip. He was listening to him a lot, but I wasn't too hip. But then once he introduced, I started listening to some songs. Like, this nigga fire. So I kept listening. I said, this nigga fire. I fuck with Raw. It got to a point, he was my number one. 21 Savage used to be that boy, but Raw was that nigga for a long time. Still to this day, Raw was my number. Like, I was spamming Raw. Anytime I turned music on, it was Raw, nothing else, nigga. So now I was like, man, I made an AAU team. I was like, what's something that's funny that'll click with the internet, but like sounds cool? Raw Wave Elite. Fuck it. I was like, let's just name it after my favorite artist.
Just like
Raw
that.
Wave Elite.
Off top of the head.
Off top.
First try.
It was the first try.
Damn.
Raw Wave Elite. Now, RWE, I didn't know about that.
Okay.
That acronym didn't really come along until later on when we were looking for a logo.
Okay.
I was like, okay, we've done about 3 tournaments. Look for a logo. And I was like, RWE. And it kind of flew. It floated a little bit off the tongue. RWE, okay. And then Yeah, man, that shit took off from there.
Do you ever think at this point, like, your name is Rod Wave Elite?
Yep.
Rod Wave, at this point, is the biggest artist in the world. Funny enough, at the time you did it, Rod Wave wasn't even that big yet.
He wasn't.
Right?
Yeah, he wasn't.
So you got to think, Rod Wave got to catch a win in this shit at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think you and Rod Wave going to link up and do something? Is it like possible? Is it too much to think, maybe something that can happen one day?
Man, I'll tell you what, man. I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. The first time Rod Wave followed me was 2023. He followed me on TikTok, not the gram. It was TikTok. It was after New York. We went to New York for AAU. We just did tryouts. And we had about 1,000 kids show up for a tryout. It was the craziest shit ever in my life. And we did a whole... Ray made a whole mixtape to it. Rod Wave commented on it. That was the first time he took notice. Now, since then, I can't really say he took too much notice until maybe last year. He had an idea. We FaceTimed. I got his number. We talked a lot. Then it kind of was a dead period. He's in album mode and things like that. Until about 3 weeks ago.
Uh-oh. Hold on now. You about to break some news?
Until about 3 weeks ago, I get a DM from him, interested.
Yeah.
His master plan he had last year, it's finally coming to light. So okay. And he wanted to work. He wanted to partner. And so he got me in touch with his management and his people. Had a conversation with them about 3 days ago. And I have a meeting set next week in person to meet with them.
Wow.
So not Rod, just his peoples.
Yeah, just
eventually that'll happen. But yeah, man, it's looking like something's brewing.
That's so fire. And the reason why that's fire is because I'm sure you probably get from maybe the older community who not tapped in, you ever get the question like, did Rod Wave approve? Did he ever sue you for this? It's like the fact that he's okay with this, before you even knew who you was, he was liking, commenting. Mm-hmm. Most niggas be so serious about things, or they try to be involved. Like, hey, take my name off of that. He was with it from the beginning. And what I mean with it, it was love. He liking, he supporting it in a way, commenting. Were you surprised?
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be a situation like, nah, you stop using my name, bro.
Stop
using my name. But at the end of the day, it was all fun and games, right? I was, he was my favorite artist, and from my view, it was like I'm gonna keep promoting Rod Wave's name. I mean, it's just, he's my favorite artist. I'm just gonna keep, gassing his name up and things like that. And obviously, it caught on, and but yeah, he was known, but he wasn't known. And he started dropping bangers after that, right? So. But yeah, he took notice. I'm just glad it wasn't this thing where he just was like, nah, fuck that. Like, take my name out. If I'm not getting paid for this shit, I don't want you to use it. He kind of let me rock out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think that's another thing. When I met you, Maul, Ray, Wag, we all love Rod Wave. Like, play any song on the bus on the way to the game. We eyes closed. We singing that shit. I'm gonna be honest. Yacht Piece. We listening to Rod Wave, and it's so funny because one of my favorite memories, I ain't gonna get too much, was we was in Indiana, and we was just going Rod Wave song for Wild Wave. So I'm like, damn, we got so much fucking in common. But I'm to the point where like, I don't like to use the word fan, but I fuck with Rod Wave so much. If you don't like his music, I kind of look at you a little crazy. Because I'm like, if you don't understand where this coming from, maybe I don't need to fuck with you, man.
Why don't you like it?
Like, why don't you understand this?
What's the real reason?
And people be so quick to say, like, oh, it's like emotional music or like he crying. I'm just like, every song I listen to just sound like a nigga that came from the bottom and finally achieved something. Yeah. It's more motivational than sad. So it's funny how people can hear something and you hear something and you hear two different things. Yeah. Every time I hear something, it's Bottom Boy Survivor. I survived bottom. He's not crying about his situation. He's more so champion that he came out of it. Is that weird to you that people don't understand that?
Nigga, he's so sad. He's sad.
I never understood that.
All I hear is motivational shit and shit that people can relate to.
Yeah, and they act like he ain't got no bangers like Green Light. Ain't shit sad about Green Light, bro. It's just a banger. Yeah. Ain't shit sad about
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos is nothing bad about it. It's nothing sad about that.
Nothing sad about that shit, bro.
Niggas just be, I feel like once the internet get a narrative, they just push it. Even if you don't agree with it, you just kind of like hop on the same train. So it's like a nasty narrative about Rod Wave that's just not true. But shout out to Rod Wave, man. I think that's a great opportunity, and I really hope that goes through. And that'll be super exciting, bro.
That's gonna be
that'll be crazy.
I hope it happens. That shit's gonna be fire.
You went from your first TikTok copying a trend
Yeah.
because you were new. You changed the game. You went from copying to creating. It's an old saying that goes, you got to play the game until you can change the game.
Yeah.
You did that. Do you ever look at the state of YouTube? So many other creators that do what you do. How does it feel knowing that you impacted basketball forever?
It feels good, but then some of the shit I hear is like, okay. Like, sometimes we get in my head. Because what I'll say, I made youth basketball a lot more fun to watch. You know, after Mikey left, Bronny left, all those, like, we haven't had, as basketball fans, we haven't had a super big named high school basketball player since them niggas left. You know, the Julian Newmans, the Kyrie Walkers, the LaMelos. We ain't had nobody.
You made high school basketball important again.
Because niggas wasn't watching it when they left. They weren't really watching it. Like, we couldn't wait to see LaMelo versus this person.
Literally.
We couldn't wait to see these matchups. And those videos were doing 4, 5, 6 mil on YouTube back in the day. We don't have that anymore. You know
Even
what I'm saying?
before that, we don't have high school mixtapes no more.
No.
There is no John Wall, a Kill Card mixtape, Austin Rivers mixtape. Even right now, the top guys in the country. You go watch Malachi Jordan highlights, it's a 30-minute AAU game.
Yeah.
Not a highlight to like B-roll and like a beat with like his weekend best highlights and like Corey Sanders or Dwayne Bacon. That does not exist no more.
Yeah, no.
You literally made high school basketball entertaining again. You're making household names in high school basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Most of these parents and fucking agents don't understand that, though. Lord have mercy. They just see, yo, nigga, you're going to come play for me, and that's about it. Fuck. These goddamn agents don't understand until it happens. Like, who's an example of a nigga who just went fucking crazy?
Mika.
Yeah.
That has to be one of the craziest examples ever.
Mika was crazy. We had Mika when Mika was at, maybe 10K? I don't even know if he was at 10K. I don't know what Mika was at.
He played 2 days, gang.
He played for 2 days. We gassed that. First off, we made sure to gas the nigga up.
Yes.
First off, by the way, we were blessed to have Mika play. We were so excited to have Mika play. Our number one goal was to blow this nigga up.
Yes, we said that. We had a whole plan before the weekend.
Now, Slim Jesus just came about at the moment. Well, no. Slim Jesus happened when he got added to the chat.
Yep.
When he got added to the chats, the Slim Jesus name came about, and we just dragged that shit. I mean, of course, he backed it up on the court when he's fucking dunking on niggas from free throw line and doing crazy shit. It got so crazy that once he left us, obviously, he started blowing up and shit. Then he went to Finland last year.
Bruh.
Went crazy at Eurobasket. He won Eurobasket rookie or upcoming player of the year, whatever it was. The nigga dunking. Everyone in Finland calling him Slim Jesus, turn my water to wine. Like,
when I seen people in Finland have signs, keep in mind, bro, this is Finland, gang. We are in the U.S., Cam.
Finland.
They said Slim Jesus, turn my water into wine. The impact of RWE could never be questioned again. People from across the nation call him Slim Jesus, asking him to turn the water into wine. That was crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest shits I ever seen. Finland niggas is doing that shit. We know we're close to Finland, by the way. We're not even close to Finland.
Not even close. And obviously, it takes a talented player to even do that. So shout out Mika. We're not taking no credit away from how great he is on the basketball court. I got him top 5 RWE all time. And boy, don't make me do that top 5 because you might be mad at me, boy, because he ain't 5. I'm telling you that right now. I seen what I seen. That's another subject. We're going to get to that later down the line.
Yeah.
But the impact, bro, like nobody else can do that.
Nah. Man. We're our number one thing over here is just, bro, like you play for us, give us a weekend. Give us as much personality as you can, because it's not like Mika was just playing basketball. He was also talking to the camera. He would get a bucket, come to the camera, take me out. I'm frying shit, or he would say something. One of the kids got to understand, bro. When I ask you to play for RW, I'm trying to give you an opportunity to get your name more than just I play basketball, bro. Like you come play for me. It's just your opportunity to talk, to entertain, to show that you're more than just a basketball player, especially if niggas ain't seen you. Again, we don't have LaMelos. We don't have these people. These guys aren't those people. So this is your opportunity to show the world who you are. Jalil took hella advantage of that. Choppa, overtime kind of did a decent job at showing who Chopper was. But when Chopper came to RWE, boy, this was a staple. Nigga, that was a staple when he came with us.
Yeah.
Like, it's niggas like that. Dylan Harper, that nigga only played 4 games. I remember this shit to this day. Dylan Harper's Instagram followers went from 68,000 to 84,000 when he was done. And this was after the day he played. Off of the first 2 videos that he played, that nigga ran up 16,000 followers on the gram. This shit was real. He was like, yo, bro, like, this ain't no fucking joke. No, it's not, bro. Like, now obviously this was back in the day when this was like peak shit.
Yeah.
Like, RWE was peak shit. Like, niggas wasn't missing the RWE video. But, like, still to this day, niggas is climbing followers. Benji's played 2 tournaments.
Benji.
I thought he played more.
He only played 2 tournaments. More. He played Detroit with us. He played Denver.
Miami.
But
he left early.
Okay, yeah. He left early. He didn't play that much, though.
He went from 5,000 to he's about to hit 50K.
He went from, like, number 60 to, like, top 5.
He's number 6 right now.
Yeah, top 6, yeah.
Yeah, like, he ran up. Trey Edwards, he came to us when he was about maybe 10K. I don't know how much. He's at 55 right now. Like, there's certain King Kendrick, for another example, by the way, fell into our lap. King Kendrick was a blessing.
By the way, King Kendrick.
You ain't met him yet.
I haven't met him yet, but I watched the videos and I talked to y'all about him. Yeah. And we have very similar personalities. Once again, y'all vouch for him. I just want to shout out you and Maul because I sent you a video today. Maul edited a video for King Kendrick from that RWE weekend. It has 1.1 million views for a kid who's not even top 50 in the country.
He's not even top 75.
First of all, criminally underrated.
Yeah.
But it is hard for high school basketball players to get love in general. You got a kid out of the top 75. He's not even top 75 on paper, by the way.
Yeah.
How do you get him 1.1 million views? It's hard to get Beckham Black 1 million views, and he's that guy.
Yeah. That Nick, bro, his video has over 100,000 likes right now and over 40,000 shares.
So when I talk to parents, because, you know, man, I elevated in the RWE space, man. I came in as assistant coach, you know, and I dabble in recruiting, man.
Yep.
You know, I got on the phone with parents a couple times, trying to, you know, let them know why they should come over here and play with us. And parents just don't be getting it. Agents be like asking for money. And they just be like demanding these crazy things. And I'm just like, listen, bro. You don't understand this opportunity. And I tell this to anybody. I get asked about you a lot because people who don't know you that know me, they might ask me a question about you. And what I say is, bro, on camera, I'll say this. You are one of the most generous guys I've ever met. Because even though obviously you get paid from the YouTube videos, I witnessed the kid's life that you changed. Let's look at a kid like Amari Herford.
Okay, yeah.
This kid averaged 40 points in high school, currently goes to a small Division I. Not a lot of opportunity in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, Wisconsin. Mr. 40.
Yeah.
We made him a household name. He will never forget that.
Yeah.
More importantly, look at a kid like Pop Smoke, Jaden. Nobody knew him in the fucking world. Maybe his high school.
Yeah.
They are in the comments saying he might be the best RWE point guard of all time.
Yeah.
The reason why I call you, not even that, LeVar Johnson.
Oh, fuck.
LeVar is a household name now if you watch basketball content. Nelson.
Yeah.
Like, the people's lives that you change around you because you decide to share your platform with them, not even including high school players, and I'm rambling, but I see high school players that be like, yo, Snipe, like, I got XYZ NIL. I gained 50,000 followers playing RWE. They don't get that if you don't extend that opportunity.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's top 10 players, top 20 players who might be nice on the court. Look, we got a guy coming up now, Asa.
Yeah.
He's USA. He don't have the followers yet.
He doesn't.
Come this weekend, merch. He's out of there. And he's a USA guy.
Yeah.
So you give so many people opportunities on camera. And I just think that, like, people will never understand that about you, bro. How quick you are to say, hey, we're going to blow this kid up. We're going to change this kid's life. We're going to give him a lot of attention. Yeah. I know what this is going to do for him. It's not about you. Yeah. Like, parents and these agents just think that this AAU shit and this RWE shit is just like a way for you to get a quick buck. Whole time, nigga, we in the hotel room 2 a.m. 3 in the morning, like, hey, Ike, we're going to start this Black Panther shit. And when Ike do the Black Panther shit, I know this shit going to go. It has nothing to do with you.
They don't get it. They don't understand it, bro. I don't do the basketball just for the YouTube and the views and shit and the whatever, the money, whatever. Y'all got to understand, we really care about this shit, nigga. Every time after a long-ass day at the facility, bro. Whether it comes, just dealing with, the supporters and shit like that, them going crazy. Obviously, sometimes it'll be a crazy day. Playing 2 games where it's spread out long as fuck. We'll still come back to the room together. Me, Snipe, all 3 of my cameramen. We will sit down and eat together, whether it's a restaurant or whatever it is. And we will talk about these niggas for however long. And just talk about whether what we're going to do on camera, how they played, how we should set them up for success when it comes to the camera, what they should do and set, like, We really care about trying to make these niggas blow up. Some of them don't understand that, though. Some aren't like, obviously, we'll bring a kid on. They're just not built for it. They're just not, it's not meant for them, right? They don't have the personality. They don't have the will and want to just open up and, like, get out their shell that they're in. Some don't have it, but some that do have it, it'll pop quick. It'll pop quick for sure.
What do you think is the biggest misunderstanding about Cam Water?
That's a good question. I've heard this, actually. I've heard this a lot. A lot of niggas think I'm stuck up. A lot of niggas think I'm stuck up or I'm too good for shit. I have heard that. But let me tell you why it may come off like that. I'm not going to go out my way and talk to somebody. I won't. Snipe knows this. My people know this all too well. I will not go out my way and talk to somebody, especially if I don't know you. There's a lot of niggas in the basketball community or even social media community who, like, say stuff about me. And trust me, I know everything that niggas say. Like, I know. I have ears. Like, I have ears around me. People see shit. People, like, hear shit. I know all the shit that people say about me. And it's like, just because I don't speak about you or I don't have the want to go talk to you, it's not because I'm a dickhead. It's not because I'm conceited or I'm this, and this. I'm just used to growing up in a small friend group, and I only trust that friend group. I only talk to that friend group. Yeah, a lot of niggas think I'm stuck up for whatever reason, but I'm like, once I get to know you, bro, you gonna get Cam in its fullest. Like, I'm just outgoing. I'm selfless. I'm, worried about the next person. I want to make sure everybody's doing good. I make sure all my cameramen are well, and like, it's a lot of shit. Like, a lot of people just think I'm conceited and I'm only care about myself and things like that, when I don't know. I not look at my Instagram, I'm like, do I portray that? When you look at my Instagram story, it's only me talking about kids.
Yeah.
And promoting kids' Instagrams and promoting the next tournament and who I got playing and how excited I am to pick up a kid and how they're going to do so well. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just because I don't go out my way and talk to people. I'm very tight with who I got, and I just don't want to go try and be friends with people.
Yeah, and I can see that. Like, if a person were to say, like, damn, Cam ain't talk to me. We joke all the time. Like,
yeah.
You might not. But reality is, that's the reason why. Like, your upbringing makes you who you are.
Yeah.
What I will say is, somebody that didn't know you and somebody who does know you, it's very hard for me to think about somebody who take care of the people around them more. Your camera guys, all new cameras, right?
Yeah, that niggas don't know that, and I don't boast that either.
And that's why I'm speaking for it, because I see what they don't see. So I'm using this opportunity to let people know, fans, because you can't take every picture. Sometimes we got to go. There's literally times where we getting trampled. People stealing shit out the van because we ain't make it out in time. Like, they don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. So I know you're not going to speak on it. So allow me. I be with you. We in the car. We headed to the airport. Me and Ray. Wag not there. Maul not there. They got other flights. He's like, yo, Ray, what's the best cameras out? Which one you think they're like? Like, this one and this one. I bet. He buy them shits, go to the room, surprise nigga. You don't have to do that. We go somewhere. I don't know if you noticed this. Sometimes I hurry up and beat you to pay for things because you always trying to pay for everything. Like, nigga, we might go out to, I got it, bro. We go to the movies, I got it.
Yeah.
And that's because you are very giving to the people that you love and you care about. People don't see that. So I'm here to speak for, like, selfish, nowhere near selfish. If anything, bro, you're one of the most giving people I've ever met.
Nigga, my dumb ass gives each kid, I've never even said this before, I give each kid, every time they come play AAU basketball with me, $100 stipend just to grab a nigga some food. Gang, when I fly the kids out, bro, yes, I pay for their flight, I pay for the hotel, I make sure they're straight, but I be just giving niggas $100. Here y'all go. Here's y'all money for the weekend. Really, I should get them little niggas 50. I don't need to get them niggas hundreds. But it's even also then I'll give them like a little shopping spree. Sometimes I'll take my team shoe shopping and give them like a $400, $500 stipend. I want to make sure. Sometimes it's like I want to make sure the kids, because again, these are kids who are always, who knows what they have going on back home.
Yep.
Who knows? There's some players that you guys have seen pretty frequently. They have a very hard time back home. Obviously, I won't speak on that. It's personal issues, but they have a very hard time at home. So I make sure when they come to play with RWE and they come hang with us, they have a time where they can just forget about shit they got going on at home. You're playing with your friends. You're playing basketball. You're actually having fun playing basketball and smiling, not worried about a college coach looking at you. I got to perform to this, and this to make sure I get this, and this. While also growing your back end, your social media, you're working towards, having a household name when you get to college so you can get higher NIL. But I make sure the kids have a weekend that they can remember. They have fun. They're actually enjoying themselves. And I think the best thing I hear from is just moms and dads and them hit me up on the side like, yo, like there's been a couple of times they were like, yo, like this is one of the best weekends. I've never seen my kid this happy. I've never seen him so excited to play basketball. Like this is genuinely one of his, most fun times he's had. He's gained a love for basketball again after it being stripped past post-high school season because of whether it's a coach, players, whatever it is. So, yeah, I make sure the AAU trips is more so about the kids, making sure they have, an experience that they're not going to forget for sure.
Even when I talk to guys around you, because I don't want to say no names, I don't want to burn no bridges.
Yeah.
Some guys around you work with NBA players, and they be like, Cam pays me more.
Yeah.
I'd rather work with Cam than these NBA players because he takes care of me more.
By the fucking way.
That's crazy, though. By
the way, there was a recent topic about, like, how social media niggas should pay cameraman. It was, like, a big topic for a while.
Yeah.
Some of the prices that I've been hearing that niggas is paying their cameraman, bro. And mind you, streaming niggas, bro. Hey, to be a streamer cameraman, you know how hard it is to be a streamer's cameraman?
You holding that camera 24 hours half the time.
All day.
Sweat, rain, heat.
And nigga, most cameramen doesn't have the camera that Ray has.
Yeah.
Ray be like telling me like, yo, my back hurt. Like the camera, like I'm holding the camera for maybe 30 minutes on some fun shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, to hold that bitch for maybe 12, 13, 14 hours a day, like you gotta make sure your cameraman is straight, bro. Yeah. Like, so I make sure, and mind you, the work my people do, it definitely isn't like what a streamer cameraman do, because they are filming all day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you never know what those cameramen are doing. Maybe they're clipping shit for them too.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
So my main thing is you gotta make sure the cameraman is straight. I always make sure my cameraman is straight because they doing the work that helps the shit blow up. You feel me? So, but yeah, no, I always gotta take care of my cameraman, bro. That's Mando. Those are the people that make this shit happen behind the scenes. They're doing all the editing. Anytime I need an edit, they'll get it for me. Like, so yeah, you always gotta take care of the people, bro.
We talking RWE. Obviously, we got to wrap up soon. We've been at it for over an hour. But, I got to be messy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Snipe, I like messy. I can get messy.
Oh, a word? Okay.
Talk to me.
Listen, man. Yeah. We've had this debate in private, but now it's time to bring it to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 RWE players all time.
Oh, okay. So this messy. I thought you was getting nastier. I thought we were exposing niggas. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah, man.
Oh, I thought we was getting nasty. I like getting nasty. Okay, top 5 RWE all time. Now, is this my personal or is this on the court what I see? What are we talking about?
Well, it got to be personal because I want to know what you think.
All right. So when I make this, I'm going to exclude Nelson and LeVar. I'm going to exclude them from this top 5 because they would be 1 and 2. Just because they've been there through everything. They've seen everything. I'm going to take them out. My number 1 personal all-time RWE player, when it comes to off the court and on the court, that's how I put it in perspective. Off court and on the court. I'm going to say Jalil.
But the
reason I say Jalil is because he was the face of RWE for a very long time. He was a 5-star. He was dunking on niggas. He was shit-talking niggas. The fans loved him because he was always talking to the camera. He had a great personality. He was everything that we needed in an RWE player was Jalil Bethea. Just a bright, bubbly personality who was killing niggas on the court, and he gonna talk his shit. It was Jalil. Now, second, I'm gonna give it to Tyron. Reason I'm gonna give it to Tyron because he also was talking to the camera. He had a good personality. He wasn't as outspoken as Jalil, but then you see Tyron on the court, and it's just like, okay, this is a man amongst boys. This is a 6'8" nigga killing niggas. Like that Lancaster tournament, that's all I need to see, bro. And the improvement I seen in Tyron from New York, that New York series we had probably a year prior until the Lancaster shit it opened my eyes. I probably put Tyron at 2 for sure. Number 3, I'm gonna go Isaac Williams.
You love Isaac. You always talk highly about Isaac Williams.
Well, he's the epitome of what RWE is, a tryout pickup. You go to tryouts, you find a diamond in the rough, and you blow the nigga up. How the fuck do you not know about this nigga? And he dropped 30 points in a champion. He dropped 34 points in a championship game, didn't miss a shot. He went up against Montverde Academy, Cooper Flag, and dropped 30. How do you not know about this nigga? How do you not know about him? I said bet. I took him, didn't even speak. He really didn't even talk to the camera. He just didn't have that personality. He talked sometimes, but nigga ran up 75,000 followers off our shit. Because he was a hooper. He came from tryouts. We picked him up, and the nigga just went stupid. So I go Isaac 3. Number 4, I'm gonna go Chop. That elbow is something different. That elbow it was signature. He was always there. He always showed support after, and he was a good talker on camera. So I'll put Chop at 4, and then I'm going to go Trey Parker at 5 just because Trey Parker, when he would play for RWE, was just a highlight reel walking. I'm going to go Trey at 5.
That's a really good 5.
I have to go. That's my 5. Now, obviously, I'm missing Mika. The only reason I don't have Mika in my top 5 is because he played one tournament.
Yeah, he did.
He only played one.
So well in that tournament. It was just like that. Sometimes that help you.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get a chance to see if he would fail. We just saw greatness, and then the nigga just walked away.
Yeah. We didn't see shit else. And we tried to get him too, but we just couldn't get him. But that nigga showed the fuck out and then dipped. He did his shit.
Now, next is another top 5. This time I'm gonna do what is the top 5 tryout pickups of all time in RWE history?
All right, I'm gonna go number 1, LeVar.
Gotta be, right?
Has to be LeVar.
Yeah.
Number 2, Nelson. For camera purposes.
Yes.
I mean, I love that little nigga.
Nelly
love
Belly.
Nelson.
Shout out Nelly Belly,
Nelson.
man.
You know what I'm saying? I've known him since he was 13 years old. He's about to turn 18 soon. Like, I love him. I love his family. All great people. He came up with me. We went through it together, and you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm so happy that he built a name for himself, and he's doing things on his own, getting deals and shit like that. But definitely got to be Nelson at 2. LeVar 1 because when it comes to basketball, holy shit. I thought we had a nigga on our hands back in the day. But number 3, Isaac Williams for sure. Number 4, to be real, tryout pickups.
I got one in mind, but I just don't know where he ranked.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna just who's your guy?
Lil Rail.
Rail, I forgot about Rail.
Because y'all made Rail try out because we heard about him.
Yeah.
And when I seen what he did in the 1v1s in tryouts, I said, oh my God. Try him. And of course, I was thinking Twins. Only because
I was gonna put Twins at 5.
Yeah, right? Because how many tournaments they played in.
Yeah.
And it was such a good utility piece, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we played them in Detroit, I ain't gonna lie, they were looking frying in the first half. I thought we was gonna have a problem on our hands with them little niggas, bro.
They were. I'm gonna put, but I was gonna put him at 5, but I just remembered the nigga.
Okay.
I just remembered the nigga. Pause. Benji's at 4.
Benji was a tryout.
Benji's gonna go at 4. He was. God. Benji at 4. Then I'm gonna put Rail at 5 and Twins at probably at 6.
Yeah. Damn, Benji was a tryout.
And tryout pickup.
You know, a lot of times me and Cam laugh because I'm reaching out to kids like, yo, pull up, man. Play for us this weekend. We'd love to have you. Like, yo, Cam cut me freshman year. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing at these tryouts, bro? And it's like, now they're trying to give us 60. They're not trying to play for us. It's hard, though. It's hard because everybody can't go. And a lot of times, I will say this. There's been a couple times where these top guys in their state, we pull up, and they lackadaisical through the tryout.
That's what it is.
And it's like, of course you're good enough to play, but you let the fans pick, number one. So if you're not doing nothing in a tryout, they're not going to pick you. Even if you cold, they didn't see you be cold, so they're not going to pick you.
Exactly. That's one of the best things I've done is I used to choose it on the spot, me. Now I let the people back home choose. Now you can get a public opinion. Now they can you got to actually perform. You come out there jogging and shit. We've had some good niggas at our tryouts, bro. They come out here jogging, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get picked up anyways. No, I don't give a fuck 'cause I don't know you. You're supposed to show me who you are here. I don't know you, gang. And if I don't know you and you bullshit, you ain't going to get picked up.
Yeah. Man, it's been an amazing run, bro. Just RWE. Before we, wrap up, obviously, we talked about the beginning and we talking current. Like we said, Alabama on the way. Has this shit ever sunk in? Do it hit you? I go city to city with you all the time. I'm with you a lot. The crowds of people.
That's what it is.
Like, so many kids, bro. Like, it's damn near impossible to say hi to everybody, sign everything. But this is one of the first times where I was around and I was able to see just how much you mean to people. You was a kid playing college basketball who was just doing TikToks.
Yeah.
Did you ever think it can get to this? And do it ever click like, damn, bro, look at this?
Nah, I didn't. First of all, I didn't think I was going to make it off TikTok. It's super hard to make it off TikTok at my time and then transfer it to YouTube. It was a super hard thing to do. So luckily I was able to do it. But every time I go to an AAU tournament and that bitch is jumping, it sinks in. Every single time. Canada was I'm in a different country. Yes, it's North America. I'm in a different country. And we have 5,000 people coming to watch us play basketball. It's not even like we have a super big name on our team. Like maybe if Nelson would have pulled up, oh my God, maybe, right? We don't even have a super, super big name. It's just a bunch of kids. 5 bands, 5,000 people in this bitch watching us hoop. Yeah, every time we have a super sold out crowd and the energy's high and it's lit, it's just like, look what we did. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's probably when it sinks in the most.
Before I let you go, I always love to ask, the guests, somebody at home who watching, they want to be the next Cam Wilder. I think the biggest thing we can ever do in life is to inspire. What words of encouragement or what would you have to say for that person who's trying to figure out, man, how do I become the next Cam Wilder?
Well, for one, be yourself, damn it. I know a lot of people who try and be a carbon copy of somebody else and get inspiration. You can get inspiration from anybody, but you have to be you at the end of the day. One of the main things I'll say is you're going to reach a point in time, whether you're at 10K followers, 20K followers, 30K followers, and you see some sort of pop and your content's doing really well. There's always going to be a period where there's a dead period. It's happened many times in my time coming up where there'll be a time where the views ain't hitting. And you're just like, why? And it'll be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it'll feel like the longest 2-3 weeks you've ever had. Like, why is my shit not popping off? You're going to want to give up. You're going to want to stop. It's happened to me so many times. You can blame the algorithm. You can blame the shadow ban. Nigga, that shit doesn't exist. It doesn't. I figured that out quick. That doesn't exist. It's about your content. Sometimes it's just not hitting. Sometimes it's oversaturated. Sometimes it's time for you to switch it up a little bit, be a little bit more creative. It's happened to me. So just don't stop posting videos. If you reach a point where your shit's just, you feel like you want to give up. My shit's not hitting. I'm not getting the views I'm used to. It's like I'm shadow banned. No. You just got to keep posting. Because the more you show your face on the For You page, the more people are going to be like, all right, I keep seeing this person. Who is this? And they're going to keep going back. And then just take pride in your content. That's all I really got to say.
I mean, shit, that's $1 million of a game right there. My brother, my guy, Cam, I appreciate you sitting down, man, chopping it up. We working on some things in the future that we ain't gonna speak about yet, but hopefully it can go through, and I think people will be happy with it.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be exciting. It's hard to be. Shit ain't going nowhere. It's only gonna keep getting better. And any country outside the United States, just get ready.
My brother. Thank you again, bro. I'm gonna let you get off to the rest of your date, man. Boy, you look good, boy.
Boy, you look worse with that goddamn jersey. Fuck that nigga.
You a hating ass. You a hating ass.
Fuck that jersey. That weak ass jersey.